to the Distressed Princess and episode 7 of the Halloween crafting series. Today's video is all about simple, classic Halloween decorations that you can make so easy and on a budget. If you're thinking of having a Halloween gathering this year, maybe just a few friends over for a scary movie and some dinner, these are the perfect decorations for you. You'll want to scour your local Goodwill stores and thrift shops for whatever you can find that could easily be transformed into some classic Halloween decorations, all with just a coat of some black paint. So I started with these wall sconces, and they of course were hideously dirty, so I had to clean everything first. Then I went on to this cloche. I'm not really sure what to call this thing. I'm calling it a cloche because that's what I'm going to turn it into, but is it like a mini little cheese dome thing? And then I found this nice good size wooden sign. This one was only $2. All of these items I found so cheap, and they're going to make the perfect Halloween decorations, starting with some black chalk paint. And I'm going to use the Rust-Oleum frosted glass on the globe parts of the wall sconces for two reasons. One, because I think it'll look creepier, and two, because I was unable to get the old candles out of those globes without breaking them. So I'm trying to hide those old candles a little bit with the frosted glass. The frosted glass dries really quickly, so within an hour I was ready to go on with my project, and that would be decorating my sconces. I chose to use some Halloween bows that came from the Dollar Tree, but its twist tie on the back isn't long enough to go around the sconce to twist it and keep it secure. So I'm extending that using a tinsel stem, also from the Dollar Tree. And there you have the first very simple Halloween decoration. And I think it's so classic. It's something you would actually find in a haunted house, I think. And I just love the pair of them. The cheese dome that I painted black, I stuffed with some moss from the Dollar Tree, and I put a random styrofoam skeleton head that I just had laying around, and he becomes the centerpiece for this wood sign, now turned riser. Now, I really think that the moss would look a lot better if it were more scattered and spread out, a little inside, a little outside of the dome, but I have a cat that would eat that and it would cause major problems, so mine has to stay kind of stuffed and nested up inside there. Then I used a wreath that I got at the Target dollar spot last year, but you could use any wreath from the Dollar Tree and just paint it black, especially a wispy grapevine type wreath. Then on each end, I used these wine glasses from the Dollar Tree. They had this black set of dishes this year that I adored and knew right away I would use them for Halloween. So I got the two wine glasses, and I also got the more tall stemmed wine glasses, and I also got a few drinking glasses just so that I could drink out of them. Yep, and here he is. This is the reason why I can't have my moss all scattered about like it really should be. Here's another idea. If you have any spiders from the Dollar Tree or the Dollar General store, but the ones from the Dollar Tree have these clips on them that you could just add a little final touch to your wreath and put these little spiders, and they also have bats, and just clip them right onto the wreath and make it a little more detailed. And to go a little further, you could put some of that moss inside of the wine glasses with your tea lights. Like I said, I'm not able to do that because this little kitty cat would try to eat it. And so instead, I'm going to use this shredded up paper that you get at the Dollar Tree. I figured if he did get a piece of this paper, at least that's more digestible. And that was so easy to put together this classic Halloween centerpiece tablescape with so little effort and so little money. I actually wound up using my wreath in another location. You might have already spotted it. So here's the final result without it. And I did, just for picture's sake, scatter that moss out a little more. And this is how it looked. Check out the link in my description box to shop in my Amazon store, where you'll find all my favorite craft supplies and home decor items on a budget. On to the next classic Halloween decoration, and it's using one of the stemmed wine glasses, well actually a couple, from the Dollar Tree, some of that tinsel stem, and some more of those clip-on spiders. Simple, easy peasy. I don't even know that this could be called a DIY. It's just easy decorating. Just wrap that tinsel stem around the bottom of the wine glass. That way there's something for the spider to clip onto, and then attach the spider and you're all done. If you make enough of these for your guests to use, these spiders, since they already have clips, would be perfect for holding wine glass tags. This one may be my favorite one of the bunch today. It's using a picture frame from Walmart. It was only $4. And this pad of plastic images that's kind of like x-rays that came from Michaels. This is the image that I chose to use. There were so many great ones to choose from, but this is what fit inside my frame best. So it's as simple as taking everything out and cutting this picture down to size to fit inside. The only important thing in this project is that there needs to be a piece of white paper behind your x-ray film, or your faux x-ray film, so that it will show up. And I just used the paper that was already inside the frame. I just turned it over so that the Walmart tag didn't show, and it worked perfectly. You could stop here if you want. I mean, that's like a 5-minute project. It took little to no time at all. But I wanted a little bit more embellishment, so I'm going to go over those raised parts of the frame with some black chalk paint with a foam brush. It's really easy to dry brush that on, and it just highlights those little scrolly embellishments around the frame and makes them look a little creepier. And here's another really super fast idea, just using this skull cup that I got at the Family Dollar store. But they have cups like these in different shapes and characters, and if you want yours to be all black to match the rest of your theme, just spray paint it. We're not going to need the straw or the lid, so just get rid of that. We're only going to need the hole in the top of the head, and that is to turn it into a vase and put these flowers from the Dollar Tree inside. You could stop right there, and that's a totally classy Halloween look, but I wanted to do a little bit more detail and use up these Halloween stickers that I had from the Dollar Tree. And so I'm going to use the chalkboard tag from the Dollar Tree. I'm going to put a Halloween sticker on it, and I'm going to hot glue it to the side of the skull's head. And he is the perfect complement to the centerpiece that we made earlier to go on your table. And here I'm going to use one of the wonderful black wire baskets from the Dollar Tree that you can think of so many uses for. And I think it's pretty Halloween just the way it is. It could use just a little detail. So all I'm going to do is put some of these Halloween bows with the nice little skulls in the middle. I'm going to put them right onto the basket. It's easy to do because they have these twist ties on the back, and you just slip them right through the rungs of the basket and twist them into place, and you're good to go. Aside from this being just a cute decoration, you could actually use this basket to put some treats inside, or even use it for a bread basket at your Halloween get-together. In this one, I'm going to make some luminary bags using some black gift bags from the Dollar Tree and some more of that x-ray film type stuff from Michael's. All you need to do is cut squares out of the front and back of the bag. So I just used a piece of cardboard, cut it down to the size square that I wanted it to be, and used it to go around with my utility knife, and that cut both the front and the back at the same time, and you have the same size openings on both sides. However, doing it that way, although quicker, does cause the side parts of the bag to get cut. So I had to fix that, and I decided to use some black duct tape. And this actually worked out great because the duct tape helps the bag stand up nice and straight, and it works better as a luminary with that support. Next, you'll need to pick out your images from your little faux x-ray image book. And this book, thankfully, has every image has 2 of them. So you want 2 of the same, and that gives it a really 3-dimensional, maybe 4-dimension. I don't know. What's the difference between 3-dimension and 4-dimension? I don't know, but it looks really, really cool when you have the same picture on both sides. And you also want to put them inside of the bag, both facing the same direction. I measured the width of the bag, which was exactly 7 inches. That way I knew exactly how much to cut off of the images to fit perfectly inside the bag. I used hot glue to secure the image on the inside of the bag at the top part, and then on the bottom part, I just used a piece of Scotch tape. And the plastic image is held together really well inside of there. Then do the same thing to the other side. Now, if you weren't able to get your hands on any of that really neat x-ray looking film from Michael's, here's another idea. Use one of the treat bags that are see-through made of the cellophane from the Dollar Tree, and you could tape that inside in its place, and that would be really cute too. And of course, only use the battery operated LED candles, not a real flame. I messed around this year and I wasn't able to get my hands on my very favorite Halloween decoration, which are these bats that you can put everywhere in your house. So I decided I would make my own with my Cricut machine and some black cardstock paper. Now, if you don't have a cutting machine, you of course can just use a template that you print off the internet and cut each bat out by hand with scissors. Now I'm going to attach them to my walls using some double-sided tape that I got from the Dollar Tree. And then I like to bend the wings in just a little bit on each side to give them a little movement. And is there any reason why anybody wouldn't love these bats? I just love to put these bats everywhere, all in my house when it's Halloween time. Now that the decorations are all taken care of, let's talk about lighting. Besides just getting to sit back and enjoy these really cool creepy lights yourself, wouldn't it be awesome to have people over and show off all your decorations with all this really cool backlighting? I got this seamless multicolor lighting effect using the Govee strip lights that are LED. They have so many functions, it's unbelievable. You can make them do just about anything you want them to. Govee has an app that you can put on your devices that controls the brightness of your lights, the color of your lights, and in the case of these strip lights, you can choose what segments of the light you want to be what color. So if I wanted this very first color to be red, I just click on that one and say red. If I wanted this one to be purple, I can make it purple. There are so many options and different ways to use these lights. For Halloween, a simple red backlight is so creepy. Plus, how fun is this? The Govee lights will sync up with your music, so if you're having a party, it makes it so much more fun. If installing strip lights isn't your thing, Govee also has a really neat floor lamp that has even more options than the strip lights do. Hubby and I were really impressed with all the things that this light can do. It can go from like festive party type mode to calm and serene that kind of reminded me of watching a lava light. The Govee lights have all kinds of presets that can go from all kinds of occasions to whatever mood you're feeling. And I think I'm just going to put it on the Halloween setting. This setting reminded me an awful lot of the vacancy sign at the Bates Motel. My kitchen is my witchy room this Halloween, so I wanted it to have an eerie green kind of glow. So the Govee lights I used in here are installed up under the edge of my kitchen island. Just like the other Govee lights, I use the app on my phone to control these. By the way, all of the lights are all in one app. It's very simple to control them just using my phone, and I can make them do practically anything I want. The set that I used for this is called the Govee Glide wall light. And the really neat thing about this set is it comes with a curved piece so that you can go around curves and corners. These lights all come with 3M command strips on the back, so mounting them anywhere is very, very easy. They are also compatible with Google Assistant and Alexa, so they can be voice activated. And don't forget, after Halloween, here comes Christmas, and they have all kinds of lighting effects for that holiday as well. And after the holidays are over, these lights can be used just normal soft white light. So I will leave links for these products in my description box below. I'm not getting paid by Govee. I just really love these lights. I thought you guys would like to see them and use them in your holiday decorating. I see if you go online right now, you can save up to 30% on your first order. I really hope you enjoyed today's classic Halloween crafts. And if you are thinking of having a Halloween get-together, I hope you use some of these ideas and impress your friends with all the really neat stuff you made for what little money. Follow me over on Pinterest, Instagram, and TikTok for more decorating ideas on a budget, or click the link I've provided for you right here to see the next video. I'll see you next time. Bye.